Today's lunchbox from our friends and followers. Today we're making them Cuban sandwiches. Cuban sandwiches are probably by far my favorite type of sandwich, so I'm very excited to make this for them. We're gonna begin by prepping our meat. We make a couple of holes, shove a couple of garlics in there. We're gonna rub some mustard as a binder, and if you're scared to handle your meat raw, then find your nearest church and go there. And remember, when you add your rub, do not rub your rub. Press on it. I'm just gonna stick it in the oven at 200 degrees for about 12 to 14 hours. I don't care what anyone says. I like cooking mine low and slow, but you can cook yours at whatever temperature you want. Let's look at how clean that bone came out. Once it cools off, because it was freaking hot, shred my meat, and then I begin to make my sandwiches. I'm gonna butter up my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy. Add a mixture of mayo and mustard on both of my buns. Then I add my pork, grilled some ham, add some Swiss cheese, transfer it over on top of the pork. Add a couple of pickle slices, some mustard, and then I top it off with my top bun. To finish it off, I'm just gonna add a little bit of garlic butter, finish it off on my panini press until it gets nice and crispy. Then I wrap it in some parchment paper, cut it in half for them, and then this is what it looked like. For my keto guidos and low carbers, I straight out told them we cannot do this on a lettuce wrap. So I got some spinach low carb tortillas, and basically we're making them like a Cuban quesadilla. I add exactly the same things I did to the Cuban sandwich, and then I crisp it up on my panini press. And I wrap it in some parchment paper and foil, and then put it in their box. To go along with their Cuban sandwich quesadilla, they're gonna get a side of carrot fries and a little bit of burning boho hot sauce. The regular Cuban sandwich got regular fries and burning boho hot sauce also. For their drink, they requested the same drink from yesterday, which was a passion fruit mango peach iced tea refresher, but this time I added a little bit of lemon. Give it a quick mix to make sure that everything is well incorporated. And that's it, guys. I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye!
Hi guys, I decided to bring you guys along as I make my husband's lunch. So my husband works a night shift and he's a truck driver, so he only gets a short time to have his lunch, usually a 30-minute break. So that being said, I made him a peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwich. This was what he requested. Usually we just go with a sandwich because it's as simple as it gets for him to eat quickly. I'm going to put that in a reusable little Ziploc style bag. So as a fruit, I'm going to incorporate an apple. This is just a green apple. I'm going to peel it and cut it with a little apple slicer. And then you'll see in a minute that I actually put this in a combination of 2 cups of water and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. That way they don't actually turn brown. And I have tested this. It lasts for 2 days without turning brown, and it is amazing. As that sits in there for 5 minutes in the water and lemon juice, I'm going to add some Reese's peanut butter pretzels and some Annie's graham crackers to his snack container. Then I'm going to get the apples out, actually dry them out, and put them in these containers from Dollar Tree. So up next is just packing the lunch bag. I'm adding everything in there and adding a bunch of snacks. So my husband does work up to 14 hours, so I add a bunch of snacks in there to get him through the night, I guess you could say, and then add in some peanut butter for the apples in case he wants it. Usually he doesn't use it. He did not use it with apples. But up next is his actual water cooler, so I'm gonna add 9 bottles of water and 2 Celsius, and I'm gonna add a bunch of ice so it's nice and cold.
Let's pack my 24-year-old boyfriend who eats like a 4-year-old's lunch. I got these chicken breast cutlets so I could just make him quick and easy lunches in the morning. So I just need to heat these up. I put it in a bowl because I want to put some hot sauce on it before I cook it. So now it's like a little buffalo chicken patty. Okay, I'm just going to put some cheese on it and then it should be done. Okay, I'm just going to put this on a bun. I usually pack him a bag of chips, or like 3 bags of chips because he loves chips. But today we're going to do these cheddar jalapeno goldfish. I always grab him a fruit snack out of the pantry. I just went grocery shopping and we got a lot of fruit roll-ups, so we're going to do a fruit roll-up today. He loves these mini Oreos. I realize that my boyfriend eats like a child, but this is just his personal taste. I'm also going to put in some little Reese's cups because I love to put in a little surprise for him. And this orange mango body armor to drink. And that is his lunch today, you guys. I usually get a lot of shit from other girls my age because they're like, it could never be me making my boyfriend lunch. But y'all, my boyfriend literally would let me stay home every day of the week if I wanted to so that I could get school done and I wouldn't have to worry about working. So I'm going to make him lunch every fucking day if I want to. And plus, I love him, and it's like, why make my man spend money on his lunch when I know I can wake up and make lunch? I'm up this early anyways, every morning, so what does it matter?
Packing lunch for my husband. Tomorrow my husband's gonna take a big ass papa burrito with papas and chorizo. I think I overdid it with the beans, and I'm sure he's gonna talk shit about it tomorrow because he hates beans, and I still put them anyways. Then I added the papas and chorizo with some cotija cheese and a little bit of Monterey Jack cheese, some avocados and some jalapenos, and then I roll it up, make sure it don't bust in my face, wrap it up in some parchment paper, and then I put it in his little bento. For his fruit, I'm gonna cut up some watermelon and put it in a cute new container that I got at Winco. I'm also gonna add some watermelon rim dip for dipping. I'm sure he's very familiar in that subject. And I'm also making him an Elvis sandwich, you know, peanut butter, jelly, and a banana. I make these type of sandwiches for him a lot, and a lot of people always tell me that I need to add honey, and I'm like, no honey, it would be too sweet. I also got this container at Winco for those who care. His note to let him know how much I love him. Then I pack everything in a lunch pot with a couple more snackies. I'm adding a bag of chippies, a soda, and a couple of granola bars, his fork and a spoon, and the note. Here's Bento and Franklin snacking on some kale, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of Kevin and Karen's talking shit about my tortoises. Take that shit to Facebook. And that's it. His tea and a granola bar for the morning. Bye.
For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to start by packing in a salad for the top portion. I'm just chopping up some romaine lettuce, and then I have some toppings like shredded carrots, some tomatoes. I'm also going to dice up some hard-boiled egg and put that on top as well. Next, I have some sliced onions, and because we just love onions so much, I'm going to be doing this roasted garlic onion dressing, which is by Kewpie, and then I'm slicing in some mango. And for the main portion, I'm going to be making a sub sandwich. I have some French bread, and then to make sure I can fit as much as I can into the sandwich, I do take out a little bit of the bread on that one side, just so I have enough room to really fit as much as I can. Today I'm doing ham, turkey, and then all the other fixings. This sub ended up being pretty thick, and it barely fit into my box, but I made it work, and it's nice and tight in there. So now that my lunch is ready to go, I'm packing it up, and of course including a note for my husband. For my husband's lunch today, I'm going to start by packing in some fruit. Today I have some fresh peaches. Next, I'm going to pack in some cucumber kimchi. I didn't make this myself. I got this at my local Korean grocery store. It's super tasty and fresh. Next, I was able to pack in some roasted peanuts and then some mini dark chocolate and a few cherry tomatoes. Moving on to the main portion, I'm going to be making some beef and vegetable roll-ups. I took some thinly sliced beef and placed in some green onions, some mushroom, and carrot. To go along with these, I'm going to make some rice balls. I mixed up some seaweed and some sesame oil, and that's pretty much it. After placing those in there, my beef roll-up should be done steaming, so I put those into the box as well. I know right off the bat they look kind of bland, but trust me, it is all in the sauce, which is very similar to one of the hot pot sauces that I made in one of my previous videos. After sprinkling on some sesame seeds, it's all ready to go, and of course I can't forget the note for my husband.
It's come to my attention that some people think I am a bad housewife. Out of fear of my husband finding out about this, I have started making his lunch every day. I couldn't bear for him to divorce me because I can't bear to lose his paycheck. I also am just simply too dumb without man to help me function in this big scary world. He's also about to buy me a car, and I really want the car, so I'm gonna stick with him. I don't think we really love each other anymore. I mean, I've kicked him to the couch again and we haven't slept together in 13 years. But maybe these lunches are enough to rekindle that flame. Also, I'm striving to make him fat again because he has been regularly working out, going to the gym, and I think he might have a girlfriend there that he's trying to impress. Poor Depend-A-Me can't stand up to compare to a working woman, so I've really got to step my game up. So here I am sorting out only the green grapes because he is very picky, but not cutting them because I'm secretly hoping he'll choke. Then I can just get his life insurance anyway, so who really cares? I will not be leaving him a note because this was not made with love. What do you guys think? Was this enough to make him stay with me, or should I just slip something in his drink?
Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Now, it's been a while since they've been requesting for me to make this lunch, and so have some of you guys. And since today's Friday, I was like, what the heck? I'm gonna begin by cutting up some sausages, then I put them in a pan, make sure they get nice and crispy, remove them, and then add a couple sticks of butter. Now, we're gonna add a lot of garlic and an onion. Now, this is my first time that I use the Baylicious from Chupacabra Rub, but I'm always using the Cajun blend, and let me tell you, probably one of my favorite seasonings. And in case you guys don't know by now, we're gonna make them a shrimp boil. Oh my God, that shrimp is so little. Well, guess what, Karen? So are people's pockets. I'm not trying to break their bank or my bank. I'm just trying to give them a good lunch. Anyways, we're gonna season up some water, cook some corn, some potatoes, and then once they're ready, I put them in a bowl with a couple of eggs and some sausages. Then I start ladling the shrimp with lots of butter. Give them a quick little mix, making sure those eggs don't bust in our face because they were a little on the soft side. But that's just how I like to make them. Sprinkle a little bit of greenery to make it look fresh and make them think they're eating healthy. Some lemon wedges, a little bit of sauce because I didn't make a lot. And then just to make sure that they're full, we're gonna add some steamed rice. For their drinks, I came across these instant boba packs, so they had the option between a boba or a soda. Why do you always give them an option? Well, what if they don't want the boba? What am I supposed to say? Too bad, so sad? No. But that is it, guys. I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drinks, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye. Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Now, today I wasn't really planning on making any lunch, only because I didn't go grocery shopping this weekend. All I had was leftover birria, so I told them if they wanted to, I can come up with something. They were like, girl, is that even a question? So I'm gonna begin by decorating some jalapenos, stuffing them with cheese, popping them in the air fryer so they can get nice and melted because they're gonna go inside our birria crunch wraps. I'm gonna add some cheese to the bottom of our tortillas, some crispy seasoned fries, drizzle them with lots of nacho cheese, a big papa tostada with guacamole, and all of our birria meat. Sprinkle it with a little bit of onion and cilantro, add our big papa chiles, and then some more cheese. And I add a smaller tortilla on top, close it up, make sure it don't bust in our face. Put it on the comal to butter up its buns using some extra birria fat until it got nice and crispy. Split it in half for them so it can be easy for them to eat, and then this is what it looked like. I wrap it in parchment paper and some foil, and then I put it in the box for them, along with extra toppings because I'm gonna add some consomme so they can dip their crunch wrap. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or a cotton candy grape lemonade with cotton candy glitter bombs. I was really hoping for the glitter to be gold or green, but it was blue, and I was scared that I had messed up the drink, but this is what it looked like. I get everything ready for them so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today we're going super simple, back to basics, 30-minute meals. Now we got a pregnant girl in the house and she wanted tacos con papa, so that's what I'm making. So for the filling, we're gonna use some potatoes, mozzarella. Make sure you season it up because we don't want no bland potatoes here. We mix everything up until it becomes a paste. Now for our tortillas, we're gonna use corn tortillas and make sure you warm them up or they're gonna crack like the bottom of your feet. And yes, guys, the tortillas will be super hot, but you have to separate them immediately, burning your fingertips and all until all the tortillas have been separated. Then you stuff them with your filling, put them in your oil until they get nice and crispy on both sides. Then I drain them and then I begin to assemble my box. I'm gonna put a little bed of lettuce on the bottom, that way our tacos don't slide everywhere. But our tacos should be nice and crispy on the outside and cheesy in the inside. I'm gonna add a little bit more lettuce on top of our tacos, that way we can call this like a taco salad or something. And we top them off with all of the toppings necessary. We're gonna add some tomatoes, some onions so the breath can be nice and stinky, some cheese, drizzle them with some sour cream, some fake avocado sauce, and added some real avocados. I'm also going to add a salsa al molcajete for those who want raging buttholes. And for their drink, they had the option between a Pepsi or a cola. And guess what? They chose both. A Pepsi Cola. I'm going to get everything ready for them so they can come pick up during lunchtime. Bye.
Let's pack my husband's lunch for the week together. I'm trying to do 5 dishes in 1 hour. First, let's make some rice. Always wash your rice. I don't normally eat meat for lunch, but my husband loves it, so we'll make some chicken and beef. Thinly sliced beef saves you so much time. Draw all the water so it stays nice and crunchy. Look at all this water. All you need is some homemade garlic oil and some salt. Now look at that.
Packing lunch for my husband and his coworkers. So it's been a while since I made my husband and his coworkers lunch, and my husband has threatened that if he has to eat pizza one more time, he's quitting. And lately he's been craving nachos, and I don't know if he's pregnant, I'm pregnant, or he has a bitch pregnant. So I guess I'll just give in with his craving and surprise him with nachos asada at work. I'm gonna marinate my meat, and in the morning I just cut it up and fry it up in a little bit of oil. I went to my backyard to collect all of my avocados and made them a fresh guacamole. Using these tins that I got from the Dollar Tree, I'm gonna layer the bottom with some tortilla chips, drizzle some nacho cheese, then I add my carne asada. I'm also gonna add some Mexican blend cheese, some fontina cheese, and some mozzarella. Then I stick it into the air fryer so it can get nice and melted. I'm gonna add some fresh pico, then I drizzle it with some sour cream, add our fresh guacamole, some jalap slices so they can get heartburn at work, oh, and a chile toreado. Then I close them up, crimp them shut, put them in my hot box so they can stay nice and warm. I get all their condiments ready. In this case, it was just salsa. And as a sweet treat, I made them a tiramisu cake, and they can figure out the slices situation at work. You know, I can't forget his note to let him know how much I love him. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or an agua fresca de guanábana. And there was no way in hell they were gonna say no to the agua fresca, and I'm almost sure they did not regret it. And don't worry, guys, I'm gonna make sure that my husband gets that note right on his hand so that nobody else gets it. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drinks, load everything up in my truck, and then I drop it off during lunchtime. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for our friends and followers. Today we're making them some Hawaiian barbecue. We're gonna begin by making the marinade to our huli huli chicken. To a bowl, you're going to add some brown sugar, pineapple juice, ketchup, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, and some green onions. We're gonna mix everything together, and that's gonna be the marinade. Here, I have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I'm just gonna clean up a bit, pour the marinade in here, and let that marinate overnight. Now, I am gonna grill my chicken on my stovetop grill because I'm too damn lazy to wash the one outside. I don't care. Just make sure you add some butter to your chicken. I'm not only gonna make the huli huli chicken, I'm also gonna make them chicken katsu. And guys, I am so sorry if I'm butchering up the words. I really tried. I Googled and everything. But anyways, I dipped my chicken into some egg, and then I pressed really hard in some panko. Then I fry it up until it got nice and crispy on both sides. Now it's time to cut up our chicken and start to assemble our plate. I also steamed some veggies, and tell me why I forgot to put the veggies. But at least I got a little bit of steamed cabbage. Now we're just gonna plate our chicken, add a little bit of green onion for color, add a hefty amount of some steamed rice, and a Hawaiian macaroni salad. I'm also adding a side of huli huli sauce. That way they can drench their plate if they want to. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or a pineapple mango agua fresca, and you already know none of them chose the soda, but at least they had the option. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drink, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye. Packy lunch for my husband and his coworkers. Now, I know what you're gonna say, ma'am, it's not his turn today. Correct, it's not his turn today. It's actually one of his coworkers' turn. But he asked my husband if it was okay if they just bought lunch from me instead of El Super Taco. And I said, under one condition, that you guys allow me to record at least a little bit of the drop off. So today they wanted tortas de asada. I left my meat marinating overnight, and then in the morning I cooked it. I butter up my buns to make sure they're nice and crispy. The bottom half, I'm gonna spread some beans. On the top side, they get mashed avocado. This one got a little ripped off because it was my last one. I added some pepper jack cheese and then my meat on top so it can melt. I'm also adding a couple slices of queso fresco, tomato slices, onion slices, some jalaps, a little bit of lettuce, and some avocado sauce. Now I'm just gonna top it with the top bun and then wrap it up in some parchment paper for them. I cut it in half so they don't have to stuff their face with a big ass torta, and that is what it looks like. Now I'm just gonna wrap it in some foil to keep it warm for them. And as my husband's request for his coworker's order, he wanted some french fries with nacho cheese because he wanted to feel like he was at Taco Bell. Like, who the hell does he think he is? Usually always make 4 lunches because there's 4 of them, but this time 2 pop out of nowhere, so I made 6 of them. I also get some salsa, and as a sweet treat, I decided to surprise them with a churro cheesecake. They had no idea they were getting this. I just cut up some strawberries and put them on top, and then drizzle a little bit of sweetened condensed milk and a little bit of cajeta. No, I can't forget his note to let him know how much I love him. And just to make sure that nobody else gets this note by mistake, I make sure that I give it to him right in his hands. And that's it, guys. So this time, no agua frescas, I got them sodas. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, load everything in my truck so I can go and drop it off during lunchtime. Bye!
Any other guy. My nerves are getting too tight. I'm stopping at 3. You'd still be at 3. Good. I'm just not excited. So I'm not gonna have sex with him.
Can't we just be friends, Ellis?
I don't think so, honey. Because I still love you and I still want to be your girlfriend.
But Ellis, I know this is cliche, but I want you to be my friend.
I can't.
It's really selfish.
Let me show you guys how I tricked my husband. Believe it or not, there's times where I don't cook or I don't have any leftovers to pack him lunch. So I trick him and I make him think that I actually worked really hard making his lunch, just so he can appreciate it a little bit more. So I'm gonna cut up some veggies. I had a zucchini that was about to go bad, some onion and garlic. I season it up and saute them for a little bit. Meanwhile, in the air fryer, I had some popcorn chicken. I just throw them with the veggies, add a little bit of Compile sauce or any sauce. You can use teriyaki sauce or orange chicken sauce. And if worse comes to worse, just throw some barbecue sauce. Do you remember earlier when I showed you guys the pre-cooked rice that I buy? Well, I buy it for these occasions. You know, when I'm trying to finesse the system. I had 2 of these packs. One of them had flavor and the other one was just a steamed rice. And honestly, I just needed a steamed rice. The other one can be saved for another occasion. I popped it in the microwave for a minute to let it get pre-cooked, and then I add the chicken. And if I really want to make his lunch look fancy, I just add some hard-boiled eggs and sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds. I really do make him think like I tried really hard making his lunch when he only took me like 6 minutes. But that's it, guys. Hope you like this recipe. Bye.